What's up, guys? We're back in this super hot creek that I was at about 3 weeks ago, and I just got in here and I found this little work piece. But I just walked up on another one of these cool fossils. I like finding things like that. I got a big jar of these cool fossils that I found, but we are just getting started. So we had about 4 inches of rain since I've been here last, so maybe something nice has washed out. All right, stay tuned. All right, I've been here maybe 10 minutes. Already found this little stem right here. Looks like it would have been a pretty nice little Benton. But I got another point down here, looks like, with a tip nick. Let's see what we got. Yes, sir. Oh man, look right there, live footage. Man, oh man, it's gonna be a good day. There's a little triangle point. Missing the tip. And I just looked over and saw that little point. Let's see if that tip is there. Ooh, looks like a good one. Oh man, killer Benton. And I was just here 3 weeks ago, and I know I didn't look at all these rocks in here. Goodness, man. Man, I've been here 10 minutes. That is awesome right there. Man, it's gonna be a good day. It's already a good day. I don't care if I find anything else. This is all worth it. I thank the Lord for being able to walk and just enjoying the beautiful weather out today. That's awesome right there. All right, there's 3 little pieces within 10 feet of each other, so I'm sure there'll be something else. All right, I found a pretty nice point right there the last time I was here. And I was kind of moving some of these leaves out, see if there's anything laying underneath. I looked over here, right at the bottom of this bank. Looks like one's caught up right here on a root. See what it looks like. Yeah, got a little triangle. All right, I just found another little work piece there, but I wanted y'all to look at this concretion right here. As you can see, that's the stuff that they use to make these points out of. Big old chunk of it. Has those little peanut looking things on it. That's pretty cool. Right, I found a point right here the other day when I was here a few weeks ago. And looks like I walked over one laying in the water right here. I've been wanting to find a red point, and this might just be it. Let's see if it's whole. Oh man, it looks like it snapped. Dang it, man. Man, oh man. Look at that fire tip it's got on it. Goodness, that's a heartbreaker. That is a heartbreaker. Man. Talk about some killer material. Just the very tip is blood red, and it's got like some orange color. The rest of it, a little bit of red down there as well. Man, that's a heartbreaker. I just got my heart broke with that little red tip point back there, about 30 feet. Made it to the next bar and found some more heartbreak. Man. That is a shame. Thing's huge. Man, I wonder. I'm gonna go see if that tip may fit that. That would be something else, but that would have been a killer. All right, we took a little lunch break and swapped over to our honey hole, if you look in my previous videos, but we figured we might check it out. We had some rain, but it still could wash some of these leaves out. It's pretty jam-packed with leaves, but I'm trying a new ditch right here that feeds off of this mountain right here. I've had really good luck in these things, but it looks like I got a little point here. It's broke, but man, it's made of some sweet material. Very well made. Man, I wish that were whole. That is sweet material. Would have been a big old blade, looks like. Some translucent stuff. All right, we're gonna work our way down along this field, see if we can't find anything else. My dad, he's back over there scratching around where we've had some good luck in the past, so maybe he'll find something too. All right, stick around. All right, we may have just found another hot spot. These little washes have these big rocks along this ridge right here. I think that's where they got their nodules to make these points. But I can barely see in this one. It's covered up with leaves, but looks like that's one laying right there. I haven't touched it, so let's see if she's whole. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's awesome. Man, that is awesome. Looks like maybe a little Sykes point. I've been finding tons of them things lately. Some awesome material. Just gonna clean up nice. It's got that little two-tone streak down it. Just found this little spring coming up out of the ground. Goes all the way back up in the rocks. Man, North Alabama's got some beautiful scenery. I just found a good one. I'm telling you, that spring's right there. If you find those ancient springs, that's where you're gonna find your points. But I'm probably 30 yards from that spring right here. Looks like I got a killer laying here. Hopefully I haven't touched it. Let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man, I love hunting around these springs. That looks like a killer Morrow Mountain right there. Man, that is a nice point. That is a killer. That's probably 2.5 inches there. It's got that rounded base. Could have just a corner missing there, but it's been thinned. Man, that's a killer. That's a day maker for sure. I found a couple nice ones today, but that tops them all. Gotta love looking for these points. Thank you, Lord, for that. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully we'll bring you another one. All right, I'm continuing down in this ditch right here. Looks like I got a tip right here. Man, oh man. There's the impact fracture right there. Man, that is some fine work right there. Started to say that was a fluke, but I think that is probably where it was broke. It's hard to tell. Looks like it may have broke from the base and shot up. But man, that is some killer work on that thing right there. Dad's working his way here on this bank. He's in a really good layer here. He's got all kinds of ash and little animal bones and stuff. He just threw out a little point here. Pretty well made, super thin. Almost looks like one of them Dameron points. It's got some nice flaking on it. But we got us a really good dig site in the future, so pretty exciting. Dad said he was just gonna throw out one more little load here and we're gonna take off. I just raked out the little pile right there. Look at that puppy sitting right there. Man, oh man. He's worried he hit it a little bit. Doesn't look bad to me. Nah, you didn't touch that thing. No. That's a killer right there. We're in Benton City right here. Nah, you didn't touch that thing. That's a well-made point right there. Good way to end the day. Dad's probably not going to leave now, but we got a killer spot to come back to. Thank you, Lord. Here's a little cleanup video from yesterday's hunt. We found all this in 2 different spots, probably about 1.5 miles, 2 miles apart from each other. I would say half and half came from those 2 different sites. We found various broken bases, and some heartbreaking pieces, just killer material. There's a sheared off Adena stem, various tips. That one hurt. It had the red tip on there. And this one, I think it could be maybe like a Catocco Creek. Kind of has that shape to it, but I'm not real sure on that piece. It's really big for being snapped in half. That thing's huge. Man, this tip right here would have been something killer. Just wanted to show you how paper thin this thing is. But it was impacted from the base and shot up, broke it in half. There's a piece of a drill, another stem. These 2 tips right here would have been really, really nice. And then this little base right here looks almost identical to this Benton directly above it. I think they were probably made by the same person. But these 5 in the middle here, they range from the Middle Archaic to Early Archaic, the Smaller Mountain dates as far as the Early Archaic time frame. But I mistaked this one. I thought the middle one, I thought it was a Benton in the video, but I believe it's a Little Bear Creek. It kind of has a unfinished base. It actually broke right there up to the point, and they reworked it. You can see it plain as day, but would have been a little bit longer, and that's why it's a little asymmetrical there. But it's got that bluish gray with some modeling in it there. Really cool point. It's about 2 5/8 inches. That's the longest piece. These 2 beside it are 2.5. This Benton right here is pretty killer. We rolled it out about 10 minutes before we left. Then this Sykes point right here, it cleaned up really nice. It's got that heavily patinated, I think it's blue-gray 4-pane shirt. It's got little speckles in there. Love that material. Also some patinated 4-pane here. This is Little Morrow Mountain, really nice piece. It's even got a little bit of a red looking tip on there, but it's definitely been laying out in the elements. It's very coarse. Then there's that little dammering point there. It's a middle archaic piece as well. Nice flaking on it. But that's just this hunt. It was a killer day out in those couple creeks, and we got us a really good place to go back and dig there where Dad found those last couple points. So be sure and stay tuned, and we sure do appreciate y'all watching. See ya.